Hey eBay sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells and welcome back to another SuperSize eBay sales. Items that sold on eBay in the past month for $100 or more. This is the December 2019 edition and the sales in this video came from my Facebook group. If you're not a member, there's a link below. We have a thread every Monday where sellers can post what they found, where they found it, how much they paid for it, and show us with the completed listing how much it actually sold for. So you can learn by watching what other sellers are doing and see the historical evidence that these items really did sell for the prices shown. And before I get into the video, just wanted to update you on my handbag course that is now ready in the premium content library. It is a 90-minute course. It includes 5 videos, and this is not just a list of brands. This is how to identify high quality handbags and all the information you need to keep your account happy and healthy if you want to get into selling what I call low risk, under the radar, safe to sell handbags. So that is all there for you in the premium library. The link to that is below the video if you want to go check that out. So we're going to get started here, and I've got some honorable mentions because these are listings that didn't quite make the $100 mark, but I'm including them anyway. So we've got Milena, who bought 3 Danbury Mint Boxer Dog collectibles for $16.99. So each one cost me $5.66. Sold this one for $95. Best offer plus shipping in one day. And she's got some more of these throughout the video. Also, just to let you know, these sales are put in ascending order. So we're starting off with the lower end and we're going to work our way all the way up to the highest priced items. So it's a great mix of different kinds of items from different sellers who specialize or don't specialize in selling whatever they find. Now we've got Eileen, who paid $20 at a yard sale for this set of enamel inset Falstaff Christmas flatware, along with 4 dinner plates, 3 bowls, and a set of 4 glasses. She sold this set of 38 pieces for $99. We've got Paula, who paid $2 at a flea market and sold this for $99.99 in 2 days. My kind of flip. This is a Dimensions Santa stocking kit. So this sold 2 days before Christmas. It looks like she posted it on December 23rd. It may have sold on a different date. That's just when she posted it to the group. But this just goes to show you that even though we were just a few days before Christmas, this kind of stuff still sells. People give it as gifts. They work on these things all year long. Okay, here is a return offender. Casey Vetterly got this at $10 at a garage sale. Second sale of this vest as it was returned once. Sold in about 2 weeks the second time around for $100. It's called State of 11/8 E11 Men's Down Puffer Vest, and it sold for $99.95. Kaylee purchased this pair of shoes or boots at the bins, which she is talking about the Goodwill outlet. Took a couple of months to sell, but I originally had them priced at $149. After lowering the price, they sold shortly after. This is a cool looking pair of vintage Justin boots with bullhide leather. These sold for $99.99. Luann paid $2 at an estate sale, ran a sale, and sent a best offer to a buyer in the UK for $100 plus shipping. The buyer contacted me to see if I would lower more than sale price since they would have to pay customs fees. Took 4 months to sell. Comps were high for this. It was discontinued. Had not had much interest or views in 4 months, so was happy to sell a $2 item for $100. So, patience is key. Just keep in mind the right buyer will come along if you've done your homework and your research and you know what something is worth. Wait for it. Okay, we have Melania again. This is another one of the items in her deal of Danbury Mint figurines. This one sold for $100, best offer, plus shipping, and sold in one day. Rebecca, best sale of the week, found 24 of these glasses for $1 each at a thrift store last summer. Started selling them in lots of 4 for around $35 per lot. Someone bought the remaining 16 last week for $112 plus shipping. Cobalt glass always does well for me. These are Libby Gibraltar Cobalt Blue 12 ounce on the rocks glasses. We've got Luann again, paid $2 at an estate sale, ran a sale and sold for $116.99 plus shipping. Buyer didn't send a best offer. Took 7 months to sell. This was the second of 2 used bottles of the same cologne I sold. This is Vintage Galore 5-star fragrance 4-ounce bottle. So again, Luann did her homework. She waited for the right buyer. Sometimes these things take time. Maybe somebody's actually using it and they hadn't run out yet, or whatever the reason was, but she stood by her price and sold a $2 item for $116.99. Debbie bought this hand-painted mailbox at Goodwill for $3.99, sold for $119. Merry Christmas. Absolutely. This is a custom hand-painted standard size metal mailbox with mallard ducks. Melanie paid up for these. My local Kmart closed and they were having a sale on everything. I bought 2 for $50 each and sold in 2 weeks for $119.95 each plus shipping. This is musical bells of Christmas, so you put them out by your driveway, they're pathway lights. So that's a cool Christmas item. So she basically doubled her money on that because she bought each one for $50. Okay, Kim, I was just getting ready to donate these back to Goodwill, had them about 6 months and no offers at all when I sold all 4 of them for $120 plus shipping. I bought them at Goodwill and paid $25 for all 4. These are True Spec men's tactical pants, size 34-32. So yeah, 6 months really isn't long enough to wait. I encourage you to hang on to things for at least a year. Do your research. If the item lingers on and doesn't sell, maybe you've got it priced incorrectly. But don't give up too soon because this kind of thing can happen and somebody can come along anytime in the next 5 minutes, in the next hour, tomorrow, and buy it at full price. Ginger, best sale of the week. Bought at a local thrift store for 50 cents, sold in less than a week for $125 with free shipping. This is a SanDisk slot radio billboard oldies music card. So it has 1,000 songs on it and it just says oldies. It doesn't say what decade they're from, but that's a cool item, probably a fun stocking stuffer. Lynn bought 3 Lynn Haney artist signed Santas at Goodwill for $4.99 each. All 3 different Santas went to 3 different buyers in 1 week. Sold for $125, another one for $125, and $135. So $15 investment that she walked away with almost $400. So that stuff's out there. Don't think that everything in your Goodwill is been taken or they know enough to pull it and put it behind the boutique counter, because they don't. There's just too much stuff. And I'm going to do another myth busting video on this one, but I heard somebody on a video a few weeks ago saying that people don't donate things that are worth more than $30. So don't even bother looking at Goodwill for stuff like that. And nothing could be further from the truth. Go back and look at all of these videos in this playlist of items that sold for over $100. And most people are finding them at thrift stores for less than $10. So people don't know what things are worth. They just are cleaning out, they donate, they're downsizing. Someone has died and they're cleaning out their house and they just want to get it done and get it over with. So things are going to show up all the time, just like this. And we just have to know to look it up and evaluate it. So that is a complete myth that people don't donate things that cost more than $30 or that are worth more than $30. Hours and hours of video on my channel disproves that myth. Lewis paid $6.99 at a local thrift store, sold in about 5 days for full asking price. This is Bob Ross Master Paint Set Joy of Painting. And I loved Bob Ross. I loved watching his show on PBS with the happy little clouds and the happy little trees. And I hate that he died. But these paint sets are still out there, so keep an eye out for those. This one sold for just under $130. Rhonda paid $17.50 at an estate sale on half price day. Buyer paid $135 plus shipping. Took a couple of months to sell. Savannah paid $2 for this at a garage sale. It sold in a week on best offer for $145. I love selling this brand. I have found their knit sweaters to be the most profitable items in their line. This is a Peruvian Connection 100% alpaca sweater. $145. She paid $2 for it. Rachel paid $10 for this set at Goodwill, sold for $145 in a one-day auction. This is a Hallmark wireless snowman jazz band. $145. She paid $10 for it. Here we have Casey again. $10 at a local ski resort, lost and found sale, sold in a few days for $150 plus shipping. And they're asking in the comments, how does a person lose skis? Well, the consensus there was you go inside to have a few drinks and you just kind of forget your skis. And then some people said that they've had them stolen before. So that's interesting. Lost and found. What a great place to get inventory to sell. KC again paid $48 at the thrift store, sold in about 1 minute for $150. These are Sorel Slim Pack boots, equestrian riding boots. Also snow and rain boots, so he gets everything out there. And Casey again, $150 seems to be his sweet spot this week. $25 at a ski swap, sold in about 2 weeks for $150. This is Para Jumpers Masterpiece Series down vest. Okay, Graham paid $35 for this Vancouver Canucks vintage NHL jersey, sold it for $149.99. Wendy paid $31 at auction, sold for $150 plus shipping in 3 days. Margaret Sullivan sterling silver brass good luck brooch pin. So motivation to get your stuff listed. Some of these things are selling within hours or days. Suzanne Tucker paid $10 at a thrift store and it was in excellent condition. It took quite a few months to sell. Someone made an offer and I readily accepted it. This is a Cutco Dutch oven with lid. So $10 and sold for $150. Graham again paid $20, sold in a couple of weeks. These are Red Wing Irish Setter Hunt men's boots. So a pair of boots. April paid $12.99 at thrift store, sold for full asking price. Took about 6 months, but worth it. Eileen Fisher black Persian cotton shawl, new with tag, coat. $12.99, sold it for $169.99. Suzanne Tucker again paid $35 several months ago. Lots of interest and sold internationally through the global shipping program. This is a vintage wooden table loom for making textiles, rugs, or fabric. She paid $35. It sold for $170. Then we've got Kathleen, who sold this vintage Ralph Lauren coat. She paid $1 at a church sale. It was listed for 4 weeks and it sold for $170. So anything's possible. I love those church sales because there's usually a lot of stuff and everything is $1, $5. They just kind of stick a price on stuff and it's for a fundraiser, so there's not a whole lot of high priced items there and all kinds of stuff mixed in. Kara, I've sold 3 of these this week. 2 for $175 plus shipping and a smaller set for $165 plus shipping. Add this to your BOLO list, specifically at Christmas time. Other times of the year they will sell for a lot less. These all sold for full asking price within 1 to 4 days of listing. I've been in a major slump, not listing or selling much lately. These and the boots above I paid for all of this. Oh, these and the boots above paid for all of this year's Christmas presents, which was a huge help and has motivated me to get my rear in gear again. Yeah, I guess so. Selling 3 items for 175, 175, and 165 in 4 days would definitely motivate me to get busy again, too. Okay, Suzanne Tucker again with another wooden loom. She paid $30 for this one and sold it for $180. Okay, we've got CC Caldwell. Sold this huge brass deer for $200 including shipping. That was $65, so $135 profit before fees and packaging expenses. It was listed for a little over a month. So it is a mid-century 27-inch large brass stag deer reindeer figure. That was probably pretty heavy to ship. Yeah, she said shipping was $65. So the deer itself weighs 24 pounds. So that was a big, heavy item, but it paid off. Jennifer paid $25 from Facebook Marketplace. I went with my gut because I couldn't find comps, but it's Lord of the Rings and I knew there were collectors out there. This is a hard to find sealed Lord of the Rings Hobbit 1997 box set. I think these are books. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like they're books. At first I thought they might be VHS tapes, but no. $25 and she sold them for $225. Okay, Melania, once again, this is the third item in that set that she paid $5.66 for. This one sold for $229 plus shipping in 1 day. The total of sales of all 3 is $424. Again, this was the Danbury Mint Boxer Family figurine. And somebody sold one of these last year. I remember, I think it's on the cover of one of the videos I made, but it was with the Bichon Frise breed of dog, the little white fluffy dogs. So any of these seem to be valuable. Dana sold this 1960s Barbie, got in a free box of toys posted on Craigslist. Had it for a couple of years, but finally got around to listing her. Auction ended at $272.89. So this was free and it sold for almost $300. Sarah Jane, I picked up 2 pieces of Noritake for $7 at the Goodwill last Tuesday. Listed them on Wednesday and they sold within half an hour for best offer of $275. I was stoked. They have gone to Japan. Figural powder pot and hair receiver. I love Noritake. Well, I guess after that I would too. Summer. Bought this at a consignment store for $30 a few months ago. Sold for best offer of $280 to Australia. This is a Lily Ann orange swing coat. Very vintage, 1960s mohair. And again, pay attention to the fact that a lot of these items, very pricey items and large items, are going international. So if you are not offering that, it's time to get into it, because that is the number one way you can increase your sales without doing any extra work. You just go into your listings and add international shipping. Very easy. And you just open the doors for millions of more people to buy stuff from you. Because if they're in another country and they're shopping on eBay USA, which many of them do, and they see you don't ship international, they're just going to pass you right by, and they may go on to another seller and pay even more money for the item plus the shipping because they want it. Don't assume that people in other countries aren't going to pay that shipping. They're used to it. They know it costs money to get that item there. So be the smarter seller and offer international. If you need help with that, I have a video right here on YouTube that explains how to do everything. It's about 30 minutes long, but I've taught probably thousands of people how to do this, so you can do it too. Okay, we've got Kara again. I paid $35 at Salvation Army, listed for $375, took best offer of $325 plus shipping. Received a few lower offers over about a 5-month period. Now, these are the boots that Kara was talking about when she was posting the Disney Playhouse thing. So she had the sales of those Playhouse toys and these boots all within a short period of time. So again, if that doesn't motivate you to get your stuff listed, I don't know what does. $35 sold for $325. A very cool looking pair of old gringo snake boots. This stuff is out there. You just have to get out there and look for it. And once you bring it home, get it listed. Barbara sold a gray Hidden Mickey pre-Duffy Bear for $325, paid $75. She didn't say where she got it, but still a great flip there with huge profit. $75, sold it for $325. Brian paid $15 for about 10 to 12 packages of this ink over the summer from a Facebook post. Sold these four for $350. It wouldn't be a $100 sales video without Brian, so he's here at the end. Then we've got Laura. Webkinz Signature Plush, paid $3, sold for $350 in less than 3 weeks. This is Webkinz Signature Arctic Fox Plush, new with code. And Melania, again, different item though. Bought this Webkinz several years ago for $19.99 at Cracker Barrel. Had him on a shelf in my home. Listed him in July when I first started eBay for $179. Got lots of interest and offers. Ended listing after 3 days. Relisted him last week for $350 and sold in 2 hours for full asking price with free shipping. So this was a $20 purchase she had in her house for a while and then sold it for $350. I'm noticing on this edition lots of items sold within hours, but that is not exclusive to December or before Christmas. That happens all year. So don't think, oh, well, that just sold so fast and for so much money because it was right before Christmas. Not true at all. If you go back and watch all the videos in this playlist, you're going to see the same patterns. Some things sell within minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, or even over a year. Okay, now we get into the winner's circle here. Dale bought at an auction for $25, sold in a couple of days. This is some type of pump. It looks like maybe it's for water filtration or something. It's Santa Flow, Santa Plus macerating pump. I don't even know what that is, but apparently Dale did. $25, sold for $500. And Dale is our third place winner. Okay, now we've got Molly. My husband bought this Loro Piana coat on an online auction for $40. Limited comps, so we listed it for $1,500 and got a best offer of $1,000. Mind blown. Listed about 5 months. Every time I buy this brand, it goes rather quickly and for good money, but this is definitely my best. She is our second place winner with this Loro Piana women's coat. She paid $40. It sold for $1,000. Congratulations. And our winner this time is Cass. Had a personal best sale last week. We had a local estate sale that was so huge they held it over successive weekends, a total of 6 days. Decided to go back on the last day when I found this item new in the box. The cashier sold it to me for $10. This is a Newtone intercom master station, so it's an electronics item. Sold for $1,100. Congratulations, you are our first place winner. Okay, that wraps up this December edition of SuperSize Sales over $100. This is the day before New Year's Eve 2019. I want to wish everybody a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next year. Bye.